Hey everyone, how's it going? I am MisterBo and welcome to Destiny Community Ideas. Now, I did a video a few weeks ago asking for your ideas on anything you'd like to see either in Rise of Iron or the future of Destiny, and I said I'd be doing one of these every 2 weeks. However, it has been a little bit longer than 2 weeks since the last episode. Had some things that meant I couldn't actually do any videos, was a bit ill. But starting from now, every 2 weeks we're going to be doing a brand new Community Ideas video. Stay tuned to the end in which I give you guys the topic for next episode, but let's get into what you guys would like to see out of everything in either Rise of Iron or in a future Destiny sequel. So our first idea comes from Swarmzy Live, who says, in my opinion, I feel like Bungie have done it right in Rise of Iron. I just hope they add more Easter eggs and secrets which will relate to the future of Destiny's plot. I hope they add something like this, as the community will be up for the challenge. Look at Easter eggs in games such as COD. There are many Easter eggs which haven't been found. This will definitely keep the Destiny community occupied. And I agree, I think we are going to see a lot of hints in Rise of Iron to what we can expect to see in the future of Destiny. We're already starting to get some of that right now in the game, and we're probably going to be getting a lot more with Rise of Iron. Hopefully some hints towards Osiris. I know this is mainly based around the Iron Banner, but I would like to learn more about Osiris nonetheless. And yeah, I would like to see more Easter eggs and things. I always go back to Call of Duty Zombies Easter eggs, the way that those are structured. I'd like to see some things in Destiny that are structured like those. So great ideas there. I'm well up for seeing more Easter eggs in Destiny. Next up we have Callum Marsh, who says, focus on improving the Destiny community. Make campaigns more worthwhile, not just once over, and never worth doing again unless for dailies. Customized emblems, greater customizable weapons and armor. I love the lighting idea that they have with auras, so he's talking about chroma there. Encourage higher ranks / level to help lower players by introducing a similar scheme as the refer a friend. And finally, make exotic weapons more exotic. So firstly, I want to see some more improvements to the Destiny community. I want to see more ways to play with other people in game instead of going outside of the game onto sites like LFG. I saw Deej speaking on Twitter the other day talking about what they could do to maybe improve upon clans, and I'd like to see them actually implemented into the game where you can see your full clan list in the game or something like that. That would be really cool to see the community be more of a focus. Customized emblems. Now I think this would be pretty cool, but it's something that I don't see Bungie adding anytime soon. I do like collecting different emblems, though maybe making your own ones could be cool, or maybe something that I've thought of is having moving emblems. Like you see in things like Call of Duty, you have these emblems which will move. We have static ones at the moment, but we could be seeing moving ones in the future. Greater customizable weapons and armor, definitely want to see that. As you mentioned, they are starting to introduce it with the chroma, but I would like to see more of that. Maybe you get a weapon that is from the gunsmith and you can add maybe like a new monarchy skin to it or something like that to make it your own weapon. Be pretty cool. And then again, make exotics more exotic. This is something that we want to see. Hopefully we see this with the Rise of Iron. We have no idea what exotics we are going to see, but hopefully they are pretty cool. Next, Akram804 says, I wish we had a gun that we could use like a turret. So I think this would be pretty cool to see, maybe like we've seen with the Scorch Cannon, Crota's Blade, and we're going to be seeing with the Giant Axe. Maybe we could see some sort of turret which we can then pull off like we used to in Halo, and you can run around with it until all the ammo is gone. Be pretty cool to see out in patrol. Next, Caleb Taylor says, full auto / burst rocket launchers. That'd be very interesting to see, maybe some sort of an exotic weapon. The ability to infuse all gear to year 3 and beyond. This is a big yes from me. I really want to see that. Some of the old stuff from year 1 I still have all in my vault, and I'd like to infuse it because some of it looks really cool. Warlock boots that enable quick descent. That is again something that I would like to see. Most of the time in Trials of Osiris especially, the reason I get killed is because I'm stuck floating up in the air. I would like to see some way for Warlocks to move around quicker without having to use Blink on the Voidwalker. Space battles, again, I think this is something that the whole community wants to see. We've seen it in Halo Reach, we know Bungie can do space battles, so move that over into Destiny. SRL, I was a big fan of SRL, and there were some hints over the last few days that it might be coming back. People found some emblems, but it turns out those emblems were originally when it came in December, but Bungie has talked about bringing it back maybe after Rise of Iron, so hopefully fingers crossed we see that. And then finally, sparrows with blasters. I don't think we're going to be seeing this in patrol, but I think we could see this in SRL, make it a bit more competitive, have people shooting each other. Kind of makes me think of GTA when you're driving along and you can shoot people in races. Maybe add something like that into SRL. That could be really interesting to see. Next we have Wes the MLG no-scoper. He says he wants to see an awesome story with twists lots of missions and cutscenes, and I think that is exactly what we're going to be getting from Rise of Iron. We've seen what they can do with the Taken King, and for me personally, the Rise of Iron story has me a lot more interested than the Taken King story, so hopefully we do get an awesome story, I'm sure with lots of twists, lots of missions, and plenty of cutscenes as well. Next, we have a big one here from Llama Corneus. Glad to see the series returning, thanks. What I'd like to see is a new class in the game. This would also come with an extra character slot, so you could have all 4 classes. This class would be a type of Siva infused guardian who has the ability to control Siva and use it as a weapon. I can't think of a creative name, so I'll just call it the Siva dude. This class would have only one subclass, but it would be able to harness each element by absorbing the element of enemies you kill. For example, if you had a Sunbreaker Titan, you'd be able to go to his body and absorb his element, which would change the element for your abilities. The ultimate of this class would be a Siva grenade, which when it hits something, sticks to that something and reduces all the nearby enemies' armor to very low for a short time. The grenade on this class would just be a vial of Siva, which when thrown down, cracks open, causing a small piece of Siva to track down a target, which then applies a tiny bit of poison. That is really cool. I would definitely like to see more subclasses and classes introduced into the game. The idea of having Siva as something you could control, I don't think we're going to be seeing that in Rise of Iron, maybe in the future of Destiny, but I could definitely see this that you've described here on an enemy, him using that against us, and maybe we can then use that against them. Maybe introducing Siva or Taken as a subclass that we could use. I know a lot of people have wanted to be Taken for a long time, and now we finally had that opportunity with the Desolate Armor set. Maybe we'll get something like that with Siva, who knows. And then we have Matt the Wolf. I would really like to see more subclasses / element kind of things, so like we've just talked about. Name something like Terito would be like a darkness element. Color would be black, and you could come up with new supers for that. Also, an element based on Earth would be cool to see. By the way, love the series. I will try come up with a lot of things, as weird as they might be. So yeah, again, introducing new subclasses. Definitely want to see more elements. I was thinking about this the other day. When we get to Destiny 2, we're probably going to be getting new classes maybe. I'm not entirely sure on that, but we're definitely going to be getting new subclasses, and I don't think they can stick to Void, Solar and Arc for the rest of Destiny, so they're going to have to introduce more elements, and as to what they could be, couldn't really think of anything. Maybe we could see some things like ice. Again, like you mentioned, Earth would be really cool to see. Maybe sort of wind they could make from that. And a darkness element, that could be really cool. Maybe we could have a darkness element and a light element, even though that could probably be like solar. But yeah, definitely more elements and things like that I really want to see in Destiny. I don't think we're going to be seeing anything like that in Rise of Iron, unfortunately. But hopefully in the Destiny sequel, which we'll be getting next year, we see a lot more things like this. So out of anything you'd like to see in Rise of Iron or Destiny's future, those are what you guys had to offer. All really awesome ideas, and hopefully some of these things do come to light in either Rise of Iron or the Destiny sequel. But I do have a topic for you guys for the next episode of Community Ideas, and even though Rise of Iron has not come out yet, I want to know, what brand new events would you like to see? We've had SRL, we've had the Halloween event, we've had Crimson Days. What new events would you like to see in Destiny? It could be connected to Rise of Iron, or it could be its own thing like we saw with SRL. It could be some brand new multiplayer event like we've seen with Iron Banner, Trials of Osiris and indeed Crimson Days, or it could be some cool new tower event. What brand new events would you like to see introduced into Destiny once Rise of Iron has come out? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to feature them all in the next episode of Community Ideas. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have any feedback on this series, let me know in the comments below as well. Of course, if you guys missed my previous video, you can click the image on screen or the link in the description below, as well as a link to my Destiny clan, which you can feel free to join if you'd like to, both for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. Whichever platform you are on, you can go ahead and join. You can also feel free to give the like button a big old hug, subscribe for some more Destiny content and coverage. Hope you guys have an awesome day, thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.